Welcome to another Pac-12 Game of the Week. Here in Week 8, we have the Shawnee Plains Savages making the trip to Montana to take on the Raptors, a rivalry formed from Montana's historic run game and Shawnee's intimidating defense. Hopefully this year's game is as memorable as ones from years past. I'll send it to our broadcast team and see you after with the other results from around the conference.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back and they get after quarterbacks.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Dropping back, it's Grady. Just a short pass to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And, David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And here comes the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Grady. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. 2nd down, he'll throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll run the sneak for it. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Makes the grab on 3rd. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's good. Knocked off his feet. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle. It's good. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running the red zone. It's done. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. White wants to throw it. Fires to the end zone. He had it in the end zone, but just couldn't get a foot down to stay in bounds. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wants to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. White going to attack through the air. Got his man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Pulls it in. It's good. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying the run, it's Ryan. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's got it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. The give on the inside. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed.
Looking for a man. It's Grady.
They're trailing by 14 to Rutgers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. And here comes the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets rid of it. catch in the middle. It's good. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Back to the ground game on the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. White wants to throw it. Bringing the heat. All alone, he's got it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He'll keep it on the sneak.
Number 48 on to kick it away.
The kick is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Hand off to the lone back. Can't get him to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. 3rd down play from the gun. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. And he's going to take that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the tailback. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Takes the handoff. It's done. There he goes. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They'll move the wide receiver. White going to attack through the air. Quickly complete. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Good enough for first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Page. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ryan. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Loss of 2. Offense facing.
They booted away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Harmon.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man. It's Wilkerson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Grady. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilkerson. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Motion from the wide receiver. Slithers into space. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Tempo in overdrive. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Kick is in the air. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's good.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. White wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Shannon. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Heaves it on the run. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Here's the handoff. Runs through a tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. White going to attack through the air. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The lone back's got it. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. Now they'll try the right side. Running into the open space. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
And the offense.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. White wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
It's now
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's good. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that's a 1st down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Garrison. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Ryan. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
And the offense will
Now this offense is back on the field. They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught over the middle. It's Sims. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air. It's Grady. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Now they'll run the draw. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Walsh. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. On the run, it's done. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
40-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's 1st down in the red zone at the 10. 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run, they stuff it for a loss, and on second down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. White going to attack through the air. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense is playing excellent on this drive here in critical down and distances. 2nd and goal and 3rd and goal. They're able to get sacks and push the offense back, now forcing a field goal try.
So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give to the single back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Off the boot, looking for his man. Catch in the middle, it's Hosley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. From the gun on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so many points right now, and the defense is just smelling blood in the water. They're like sharks out there right now, getting after the quarterback. They've been doing that all game, by the way, and that's a trend that looks like it's just simply going to continue.
The punt team makes its way onto the field.
On to kick it away.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Makes the quick grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
First down for the offense.
Handoff from the gun. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first down and wants more. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Right back to the well. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Snags it over the middle. Breaks into the open. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Gonna run it. It's Mays. Quick spin on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're in for a touchdown. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. To the air on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. So now it's second and long. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
Second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to pass. It's Grady. Quickly out to the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Gonna look downfield again. And That pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Mays. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the air, it's Grady. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Hosley. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Takes it the other way. All the way in for the touchdown. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Throws to the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Scanning the field, it's Grady. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Second down coming up.
He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year. And this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long time. There's going to be a lot of trash talking going on, not just between players, but the fans, their families, coaching staffs. This is a game that's going to get talked about for an entire year. And you talk about wanting to get revenge, it's going to take some time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Wow, definitely a memorable game to say the least, although I'm sure Shawnee is already trying to forget it. That win moves Montana to 7-1, but let's see what other results around the Pac-12 look like. The other 2 teams at the top of the conference, High Desert State and AFMU, both get wins in their games, while San Antonio gets back to winning ways in their matchup versus Cuyahoga. So let's see what the games for next week look like. Number 18, High Desert State, will host Muncie, while Montana takes a trip to San Antonio. AFMU, who's also fighting for the top of the conference, heads to Kokomo to take on a team that's grinding out wins. Should be a fun watch. Our game of the week will be between Modesto and Cuyahoga. Both teams have been struggling as of late, but have potential to produce electric offense. Should be an exciting matchup. That's all for this week. We'll see you next time for more Pac-12 football.